and welcome to beautiful Anchorage, Alaska. I'm Tom Steigelman here with you as we are going to bring you a fantastic game. It's the College ID Camp going on right now, sponsored by our good friends over at Alaska Airlines. I am joined by Joe Bartlinski. Did I say that right?
You did say it right. A gorgeous day out looking over the mountains. This is fantastic. What a beautiful venue we're having today.
The view of the mountains and everything here from Kincaid Park is spectacular. If you've never been out here, we certainly do encourage you to come out. This game that we're starting right now is the Silver Flight for the girls division right now. Got the white team taking on the blue team. Kind of a showcase here for us. Get some footage laid down for these girls as they prepare for college, and we are just underway.
Yes, they've had a chance to work with the college coaches over the last 3 or 4 days, and so it's been an exciting event.
So right there, it looks like that'll be a throw-in for the blue team coming up over on the far side as we get going here. And, Joe, how did you get involved with this camp?
I got a wonderful email halfway through the spring, saying come on up and work with some of the talented players that are up here in Alaska. And I jumped all over the opportunity, left the white sandy beaches of Pensacola, Florida, to come up, and it's been really amazing this week that we've had here.
Kind of hard to turn down that invitation to Alaska, isn't it?
I've not had the opportunity to be here. It was on our bucket list, and myself and my wife came up. She has a friend in Wasilla, and we were able to come up and visit.
Excellent.
The white team looks like they're coached by Joe Jordan from Pacific Lutheran, and Jay Yelton has the blue team from Sanford down in Alabama.
All right. Pacific Lutheran, of course, down there in the Seattle area. Many viewers in Alaska are familiar with that school. So both these teams have been scrimmaging and playing against each other. I know these teams were set up and selected by the coaches, and as they get used to here, just feeling each other out a little bit. Trying to get it down on the right side there, tracking that one down into the corner, then played out. Nice job there shielding the ball to let that ball go out. Smart play by the defender.
Yeah. Ashlyn Sanchez, she did a great job this week during camp. Again, rolled an ankle 2 days ago, but she looks like she's recovered pretty well.
Ball put through there, but no danger. That's going to be collected by the goalkeeper there for the blue team.
Yeah, Marissa Carroll worked great. I mean, we had a great goalkeeping staff this week. Portland Timbers ex-Aiden Brown down there and his brother Chris Brown. It was unbelievable. The caliber of the goalkeeping coaches.
Trying to get it up on the right side there. Good pressure and played back.
Being down on this turf and training, it's just an immaculate field. I mean, it's just beautiful. They take care of it so well out here at Kincaid. All credit to the soccer community around here to have such a nice facility.
Yeah, it's a spectacular venue out here. And just, as a spectator out here, sometimes you kind of get lost in the view going on across from you, especially on a beautiful sunny day like this, the mountains out there.
Well, that blizzard that I came in like 3 days ago, that misty rain, that I'm not used to, it was enjoyable to train in.
It's been about our worst day of the summer.
That's what I know. I know.
Again, right now the game seems to be controlled by a white team out here.
Doing a good job of possessing the ball.
Just making smart plays. Trying to put it through down there to the corner. Now we'll have a foot race down there. That'll just be safely dumped out until the rest of the blue team get back on defense.
I like that white's pushing up, staying, this is a large field, and they're trying to keep the space compact. Offsides.
Offsides on the, by the linesman over there. Sometimes in games like these, kind of tend to, at least from my experiences, you see a little more offsides maybe than normal as players just aren't sure about the timing of the other players, those kind of things.
Exactly. I mean, some of these players haven't played together before,
right.
And so it's just, even going forward, it's hard to combine. But this group's really done a good well of coming together during the week. Energetic, hard-working all week.
Dakota Astle plays that one just a little bit too far, goes out. Dakota, though, back forward. Oh. there, that one's collected. Back in goal for the white team. That's Marissa Carroll, correct?
19, Michaela Triplehorn.
Or is that 19?
Yep. Oh, you're right. No, you're right there. Yep.
Yep. What?
He said he wants me to tell you to shut up.
Setting up her team.
Oh.
Straight
Go
at
ahead
goal.
and take that one, and just a little bit outside, so I'll set us up for a goal kick here. And
Ball goes out and over past the subway sign,
Yep.
over the mounds, down the skiing trail.
of course, there's one crack in the fence back there, and the ball finds it.
They found it.
So this is your first ever trip up to Alaska,
First
correct?
ever trip up
All
here.
right.
And next week.
Now, are you spending some extra time here? That's what I was just
At least
gonna
one more day heading up
All right.
to Denali and everything like
Good.
that. We've had some great hikes, Winter Creek and Flat Top Mountain yesterday. Surprised I can make it up the steps today here after walking up Flat Top Mountain. Oh, nice move.
That's Astle again. Has her shot blocked. Good defense there. White team's not out of trouble yet, though. There's a little clear, giving themselves some space to work with.
Allison Schaefer wins that ball. Played up by Allison Brooking, played forward. Jessica Scott briefly on the ball. Taylor Rooks. A little wind up here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. In our skybox.
Yeah.
We have the shrimp. We're being fed shrimp and
Yeah,
king
exactly.
crab
All the
up
good
here.
stuff.
Yes.
Breeze does pick up out here at Kincaid every once in a while. That's not always a bad thing, though. So it may be chilly for you, but, you know, I was getting hot up here. So
You called on the wind.
yeah.
You have good power, good cloud out here.
Nice takeaway there. That's Natalie Golf who had taken that one away.
Good. She continued to run. That was nice.
Yep. Oh, goalkeeper's coming out and then played away by a defender. That's going to set up a corner kick for us. So in camps like these, are you mainly just working on the skills, or do you incorporate these set plays like we're about to see here? Is there much time to set up for that?
There's not much time, because in these camps you're training them. You're trying to improve them over the short amount of time. You're trying to evaluate them as players to see if they're good fit for different universities and everything like that. So these smaller things kind of get neglected. This morning we had a chance to do some set pieces and everything like that in the training session. But it's more about trying to work with these youngsters and give them some advice about the college process, what they should be doing, what they should be looking for, and then evaluating them.
So as a college coach, and from your perspective, as you evaluate players, what are some of the key things you're looking for?
There's a chance going forward. We'll wait till this ball
Yeah.
is cleared. Yeah,
Wait till we get into a safe zone before you can answer that.
Yep. Well, there's 4 pillars in soccer: technical, tactical, physical, and psychological. So if someone can excel in one or two of those pillars, it's someone that catches your eye. Here we go down the flank.
Yep, that one's going to number 10 out there.
Carson
Head.
Yep.
Trying to get it back into Astle. That gets knocked away.
Back to Schaefer. Good possession. Keeping the ball nicely.
Schaefer did a nice job there to be able to lay that back across.
Good, they're using the width of the field fairly well on that left side.
Here we go. We're going to have a foot race over there on the right side. That'll be taken care of by Madeline Laporte, and she'll play that out. Actually, I went off the white player, so it'll be a blue throw in over on the far side. This Silver Flight game, it's told we're going to be playing 2 30-minute halves today. Tie will end in a tie if that's the way it is.
Followed by the boys' Silver Flight
That's
game.
right.
4 matches today.
Well, and we're going to have them all for you.
That's why we have that king crab up here,
Yeah.
baby.
So, of course, at the time we're filming this, also starting to close in on the World Cup.
Yeah.
That'll be starting up here pretty soon.
How exciting. I'll be down next week. I do a camp in Key West, Florida.
Uh-huh.
So I leave Anchorage down there, and so I'll be doing a camp and watching the World Cup begin.
What's your gut telling you on that one? Who's taking home the big trophy?
So many good teams out there, but you can never discount Spain.
That was a good call by Head, pointing where she wanted that ball to go. Able to track it down.
Yep, Carson on the ball. Good. Nice
Nothing
tackle.
there. Yeah, it was.
Gretchen Dana, I believe.
And I'm usually biased towards the defenders because that's what I grew up playing. So.
There you go. I like that. Well, I was a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I saw
no matter if I was playing or coaching a team or whatever I was doing in any capacity, it was always my philosophy. Always tried to instill in the younger kids, if the other team can't score, they can't win.
You're exactly correct. Nice little through ball.
Mm-hmm. Dakota Astle trying to track that one down.
When I was introduced to the game, I saw 20 people running and 2 people standing. I said, who are those people standing? They said, goalkeepers. I said, I'll do that.
Yeah.
It was hot in Florida.
Yeah. I played for a very brief time. My father was in the Air Force, and so I played 1 season at Homestead High School.
Oh, wow.
Way down in South Florida.
Yeah, we drive past that on the way to the Keys.
Yep. So I had 1 season under my belt there, and being a boy from Colorado, going down there and I played goalkeeper at the time.
Right.
Getting all dressed out in the long pants and long
in the thick air,
long sleeves, and the humidity didn't sit too well with me.
That's when we invented the short sleeve stuff.
Yeah.
After goalkeepers didn't have to wear all that eventually.
Controlled once again by the blue team. They're going to try to send it through to Head once again. And just a little misplay there by the white. So
Jasmine doing a good Redgrave in the midfield, holding the ball, number 17 out there.
Got a fleet of substitutions coming in for each team. So
line change.
Yeah.
I hear the Aces are doing well. Everyone's excited by that. Are they up in the series 2-1 right now?
They are up 2-1 now, and
some of our coaches were able to get into the game and everything like that. It's been fantastic.
Yep. So the Alaska Aces playing in the Kelly Cup once again. Going to try to win it for the 3rd time here. So hopefully they'll have some success here. Checking into the game is Alyssa Paramore. She's going to do the throw-in honors for us this time and get us restarted here.
Samantha Draves on the ball, playing it out wide. Mallory Herb.
Goes off her and out of bounds. Garb now with the ball once again. Can try to get that across, but it'll go to the goalkeeper.
I remember one of the coaches working with her on trying to get the ball serviced right, getting down, taking down the flank.
Oh, boy, that would have been a good chance, but off the back of the player there. That was good vision, though.
Yes.
Being able to try and send that ball forward.
Allison Brooking kind of stepped in the number 7 and put an end to that little collision out there. Oh, nice little turn on the outside of the boot. Oh, sweet. Here we go. Is that Dakota?
That is Dakota once again. Going to bring it down the right-hand side. Trying to turn around the player there. Can't do it and gets played out, so that'll be a corner kick now coming up for the blue team. This will be their first corner kick here.
Michaela Triple organizing her box in there. Getting people marked up. Good communication. I'm sure the goalkeeper coaches worked on that as well.
Nice ball. Going in there, flicked forward, but that'll be collected then. Good vision, nice outlet pass there too. Hit her player right in stride.
Mallory's got the ball on the outside. Good. Looks to
Nice
take on.
move.
Can we get a good service in here?
Gets broken up by the blue team. They'll turn it around and bring it right back. Porter there on that touch, going to try to bring it across over here to Paramore. Ends back up to the foot of Porter. Now they get it back to Astle. She's going to try to bring it back down the right side once again. Gets herself a little space there. Little stutter step there before Carey was able to clear that one out. Now get knocked back down again by Oddsather. Porter now with it. Paramore. Back to Paramore they go. Good control now by the blue team. All right, so the teams will reset once again here. That was a good strong kick.
Yes.
Very nice.
Get it back to the ground here.
Nice little spin move there by Fitzgerald. Still hanging on to the ball, trying to put it through now for Paramore. She'll cut it back to the inside, getting it across. I believe that's Porter with the ball. Back to Astle. She'll shoot it from there. Has it go off the toe there of Orzati? Yes, that was a question mark when I said that name.
Plenty of those question marks.
Yeah. Yeah, now some of these players I've seen before. I've seen them play throughout the season, and now they got different numbers on. So
yes. We were able to make it back down for some of the high school playoff games and everything like that on the boys' side and the girls' side. Really exciting.
Yep. Got some good stuff going on there, and even at the regional level in those tournaments had some great games, particularly for the Region 3 side of things and the Northern Lights Conference. Those games hosted out in Wasilla.
Very competitive match in the state finals. All of them, even on the boys' sides.
Yeah.
Allison Jimenez looked like to break that up. It's pretty far away at my old age. I don't know. I can see all the way there.
So Dakota Astle going to take a break, a well-deserved break. She's been working hard over here on the near side of the field.
We have Jasmine Redgrave on. She was playing in the midfield earlier. Maybe they're going to throw her a little bit higher up now.
Garb loses possession of that one. That'll be a goal kick now for the blue team. So how many of these camps do you participate in a year?
Not too many. You know, we have our own camps and everything like that on different universities, and not too many. But when Anchorage calls or Key West calls, I have to sacrifice and
so somebody has to do it, right?
Yes. It's going to be an interesting change of climate from unbelievable weather up here to Key West, which some might consider unbelievable. But
yeah.
It's going to be a little thick air down there. But it's a great opportunity for my family, my wife, my two younger daughters to go and see some special places.
Trying to get it back out there to Garb.
Yep, good battle.
Wheeler with a touch on the ball. Now they get it over here to Draves. Garb back over there on the right side. Stops. Going to send that.
And Jordan Bedwell. They're trying to work a little combination out there.
Yep. Yeah, those little give and goes, those kind of, they're difficult in these type games.
They are, because you need to be, again, used
as
to the
opposed
teammates.
to a club player that you've been playing with for years, or somebody even in school where hey, the little head nod means send it now. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. and the field is such a nice field, but the ball rolls, differently than it would obviously on the grass, and so it's quick. So it is difficult. I like that they're trying it though. Yeah, I had mentioned Spain earlier. You just never know. I mean, they're getting older, but very good goalkeeping and can see us and everything like that. It's gonna be tough to obviously beat Brazil in Brazil, and Germany you never can discount, but Spain has looked good over the years. I know they're
Paramore trying to track this one down. Davidson after her. Paramore's going to play that off of Davidson and earn a corner kick. Smart play there.
Good opportunity here. Coach Joe Jordan down the sideline there. Probably a little outside of his coaching cage that he's supposed to be in. Hard to tell with those ponytails. He was taking, but that was Carly Fitzgerald.
All still loose, still dangerous, and there it's collected.
Yeah, Michaela coming out and gathering that ball up.
Sometimes it's hard for the goalkeepers back there. You hesitate a little bit, and not sure where that ball's going to take that bounce.
And you don't know what your defenders are going to do because you haven't played with some of those before. But again, she did well. She came out and gathered that up. There goes Mallory again up that flank.
I think the goalkeepers, maybe have a little bit easier time on the turf because those bounces are a little bit more predictable.
They're more true, yes, and they don't, again, you can kind of get underneath it and judge them a little bit better. Get your legs behind it, get your body behind it.
There comes Blue once again. They're going to try to get Paramore, sending it through. Safely played back. And that was a good play there.
Yeah, they kept possession. Good pressure, though, by Elisa.
Paramore with it once again, going to flick that one forward.
Oh, just a little too heavy.
Yeah.
That was the right idea. Got it on the end line.
Tracking that one down. Redgrave. And when in doubt, get rid of it.
Kennedy Moore did that. This is a great opportunity for you guys. We appreciate that you come in here and you videotape this for the youngsters, and what a great opportunity for these gals.
Oh, nice
left-footed shot. Excellent.
That's good. Seeing that opportunity and not afraid to pull the trigger. That's a good thing there.
Carly Fitzgerald, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of fun to be able to come out and film these. From the players' perspective, they're certainly able to use these a couple of different ways. They can watch themselves and improve on their own game, but also, be able to send those tapes out,
which is important.
To prospective colleges.
Obviously, it's difficult to get some exposure here for the Alaskan player, so this really is a great opportunity for them. Not as many coaches, can get out here, but they're missing it.
How much easier has things like YouTube and those kind of things made your job as somebody who's evaluating players?
Someone who's old and didn't have it years ago, is that what you're saying? Yeah. Back in the day,
I'm right there with you.
Back in the day of the Manila folder and everything like that, it really has helped. And it's difficult. You have to be able to see through the video, and sometimes again with this vantage point up here, you're going to get great video. Some of the videos that we get from youngsters are just real difficult. And so it depends on the quality of the video a lot of time, and it gives you a chance to at least see if you're interested in players to follow up. I don't know that many schools offer scholarships off of a video alone, but it really just gives you a good idea. Yes, okay, I'm interested, or maybe we need to look elsewhere.
So is this something that you would say is now a must-have for players?
I believe it's a great starting off point for players that don't get the exposure, the ones that aren't closer to the universities that they're looking at and everything like that. Yes, and definitely something that they really. Oh, nice turn there, Jasmine Redgrave. But yeah, it's more common these days. And that was the discussion we had. At a college forum the other night where the parents came in and the college coaches were there, and there's a lot of questions. And a little bit of the discussion was on video and everything like that.
Nice pass outside there. 20 with the ball.
Samantha Graves with that little through ball there. Lindsay Dom. If I'm butchering your name, be aware that I'm Bart Linsky, so it's it's happened to me as well. So.
Yeah, my last name's Steigelman.
There you go.
Yeah.
We empathize.
Been there, that's for sure.
Redgraves was able to keep the ball moving.
Yeah, Porter with it now.
Yeah, look at this. Barcelona.
Yeah.
That's because of all the coaching.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Of course, I didn't have this group, so they're doing well. No.
Porter picks it back up once again. Trying to get it in there and goes off of number 2. That's Orzati.
Carly with a left-footed opportunity.
Nicely played outside there.
Yeah, Oddsader.
Paramore trying to work it back in. Nice to get that one back out there to the outside to Garb, who's going to bring it up over on the right now.
There's not enough weight on that pass.
Yep.
It was the right idea.
That was a nice move there to keep possession of the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, nice overlap run there.
They probably need to get a couple of defenders in support of the play. Starting to get stretched a little bit, but that's going to happen after 4 days of camp.
Right.
2 sessions a day. Nice. Paramore on the ball again. And it was difficult because they just got finished playing their high school season, but it was amazing the energy that they brought out, right away.
Well, I had a chance to come down yesterday for a little bit as we were looking at a couple of things, and actually the day before that, and looked like a real good turnout for the camp.
That's fantastic. It really was. They did a great job of organizing it, getting us the players' information and everything like that.
And that is going to send us to halftime. The score here is 0-0, so we will take a quick break, and then we'll be back with second half action for you right here. You are watching the Alaska Airlines College ID Camp Showcase games, and we'll be right back after this quick break. So we'll break for all of halftime.
Good.
And welcome back to Anchorage, Alaska, right here at Kincaid Park. Tom Steigelman along with Joe Bartlinski, who is all the way up here from Florida. Man alive. So making quite the trip up here.
We enjoyed coming up. The flight is one of those red eyes, though, so it took, took us a little time to recover and everything like that. But, man, it was well worth it. It was well worth it. It was a flight out of Orlando all the way up to Seattle and a little layover. And then the 3 hours north. But again, it's a great opportunity to get out here. Could never imagine how beautiful it has been up this way. Once the little rain cleared at the beginning of the week, and then now it's just picture perfect out here overlooking that that western range.
If you're just tuning in with us, you're watching the Alaska College ID Camp Showcase games right now. This is the silver flight for the girls. We'll have a gold flight coming up a little bit later in another broadcast. Also, we'll have boys games for you as well. But, it's good to get the players out here, an opportunity to get some great coaching from coaches at the college level and get some advice on how they can further their careers in soccer and move on to the college level, and find out those skills that they really need to work on. And it makes such a difference also having players come in from all over the community here in Alaska. Looking down at the roster, we have players on in this game from as far away as Fairbanks and North Pole joining us.
And Alaska Airlines made this all possible. They were the ones that were able to bring us up, and great supporters of this event.
Yep, and thank them, also our friends over at Subway, and the many other sponsors. I want to say thank you to each and every person who has made this possible as we get the second half underway here. A little breezy here at Kincaid, picking up a little bit for us, and
Nicole,
it's not a bad thing.
No, that's great. It's great. The sun coming down over our shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least on yours. I'm in the shade
right.
so far.
I need the warmth, and you want the shade.
Yeah, exactly.
It's working out perfectly here.
Now, the referees that are out on the field, we haven't talked to them. And I'm not familiar enough with the camp. Are they folks who are here coaching, or
no,
these
I believe they're
local
actually.
referees?
They might be brought up. One of the coaches told me that they're brought up from the Northwest.
Wow.
I don't know if they're working another event, maybe a tournament or something in the area. And it's great that we don't have to mention them. That again,
right?
that
Yeah,
means
exactly.
They're doing a fantastic job. Don't want to jinx anything now
Yeah.
with this ball going in the box almost.
Yeah, when I was refereeing, I never wanted anybody to know who I was.
It's a great thing.
Yeah. So it'll be collected once again here by the blue team. Redgrave with it. Has that taken away. Kept in over on the far side. The blue player, I thought it was number 41. Oh, nice ball inside. Oh. Trap just got a little bit away from her.
Emma Oshberg over here on the near side on the white team, 27.
Schaefer with the ball, going to play that across. Gets picked up by 41.
We don't have that on our charts.
Yeah.
It's the one we didn't have.
We have two 47s. So
we will try to figure this out as we get along. Gretchen Dana on the ball there. Oh, nicely brought down. Madeline Leport.
but the white team able to get possession back here. And just as I say that, it gets played out of bounds. It's just the way it goes.
Across to the Subway sign. Make me
Right.
hungry up here. They sponsored. They were able to bring us subs during lunch all week, and again, fantastic.
Good deal. It's always great how the sponsors get behind events like this. There's a chance. Shot on the way. Oh!
She was trying to curl that ball in at the far post. That was nice. Good idea.
So as starting to say, it's always great to see how the sponsors always rally around these youth camps and help make these things possible. And really can't be done without the sponsors. So can't say enough thank you to everybody who's been involved making this camp a reality.
No, you are correct. Again, without Alaska Airlines and sponsors like Subway, we wouldn't be up here, and these youngsters wouldn't have this opportunity to play on this this glorious day. Go they're keeping the ball nice and blue. Like the way she looked up. Good pace on that outside there, both.
Trying to get that outside the head again. Yep. Gets a little touch on it, trying to turn the corner there.
Working hard. Allison Brooking on the outside there.
So they're going to call this one a corner kick, and Dakota Astle out there on the field. I expect they'll let her take that one. Oh, nice ball there.
Challenging, both teams challenging in the air there.
Sanchez now with the ball. We give it back to Sanchez once again.
Yeah, Schaefer doing a good job in the midfield, holding it. Nicely read. They rely heavily on Schaefer there in the midfield. She does a good job for Blue holding on to it.
Laid it out to head again on the far side.
Ooh.
Oh!
Little nudge.
I think we're going to have to call that one out there.
Yeah, a little nudge.
Substitute coming in over on the far side for Blue. Checking out of the game, Schaefer. And we'll get the number as soon as she turns her back and shows it to us. Here's the cross from Dakota. Gets popped up. Giving it back out to Sanchez right now.
Maybe she'll have a go here.
Oh, take it.
Oh, take that opportunity. We're both
hung on to that just a little too long.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald now going to play that back outside. And the Blue team reset here, giving it to Head over on the far side. Head going to earn her team another corner kick.
Yeah, Brooking over quickly. Try to prevent the cross from going in. Coach Yelton working hard out there. Was he on the field? We got too many men on the field over there with Coach Yelton.
Don't get carded in a game like this. Another chance. Going to play that back out to Sanchez. She'll work her way back to the right. Going to give it up to Head. They've got Astle out there. Back to Head. And just a little too hard there. Sending it down to Dakota once again.
The coaches had tremendous energy. It reminded me of Coach Yelton out there, how enthusiastic all week he was and the other coaches. Really, they did a great job.
Now, you mentioned it before. He's from Samford University.
Samford,
where is that?
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah, Birmingham, beautiful city in the southeast of the United States. Again, a great private university. They've had a really successful program. He is the assistant. His brother is the head coach. Todd Yelton.
Fitzgerald with the ball, trying to send that one through there.
Natalie Goff, I believe, with the ball there. We need our bird watching binoculars to pick out some of these numbers.
But boy, I tell you what, we could not have asked for a better day.
I'm excited. It really, I mean, it's just unbelievable just to look out over there and just see that back range.
All right, so we'll get it back out to Head. We'll slow it down.
Carly Fitzgerald
with the ball, and send that back over here to left to Macker.
Emma Osberg battling there. Good vision there. Jasmine
nice ball
Redgrave.
down to the corner, getting it back to Head once again. She'll turn, send it back across. Just a little short of probably where she wanted that ball to go.
That's one thing we always try to work on is pulling those crosses back a little bit deeper. So many crosses, even in the college game, end up going to the keeper or into the side, outside of the net. It's something when you've worked so hard to get it in a good opportunity, that you want to pull that ball back a little bit. And again, we're constantly working with that in the college game. And I coach U11 back in Pensacola, Florida, and working with that as well. You do so much to get it in the right spot, and then that last ball needs to have a bit of quality in it as well.
Sanchez now. Close quarter pass there to Redgrave. Now White will come away with this one.
Looking for a little through ball. 81, we don't.
Trying to get that back over to, you'd say that, Sire. Yeah, unfortunately missing 81 on the roster too.
With the amount of people here, if we only have one or two
Yeah.
roster errors, we've done all right.
Yeah.
Emma Oshberg
Won't
with the ball.
complain about that.
Taking it to her right foot, partially blocked there, and they keep her off her line.
Nice job there.
Yeah, 81
Quickly
with the
getting it up.
shot. Good save, a little recovery save, up and on the ball. The boys should be getting here shortly, starting to warm up for their match. Oh, not backing down.
No. It's good to see that Bedwell out there
Yes.
banging into some players and popping right back up and chasing it down. Head pops that one forward, but that'll roll its way out here. Redgrave with the ball. Nice move there to get around another player.
She's done
laying
well.
it off. That's Dakota Astle, I believe.
They've worked pretty well together, Redgrave and Dakota.
And that's going to produce yet another corner kick for the blue team. So they've certainly had their opportunities from the corners today.
And that's where a lot of goals come from, especially in the women's game. You know, if you can get some set pieces, a lot of times you can get that opportunity and take it.
Oh, getting it to head. Nice
chance,
one time there.
In support. Sanchez is back in support. Maybe she get a shot off here. Curling ball.
Fitzgerald with a chance. Redgrave now back with it.
Nice and tight spaces. If they can slip in one of the wide players there on either side.
And back comes White team now. Calling for a through ball there. But knocked down by the defense once again. Sanchez now with it. She's got head open if she can get it to her.
Got some wide players open here. Good. Oh, a little bit tighter. First touch would be helpful. Oh,
And foul going to be called there by the referee. So the blue team will start pushing the players up. Head calling for the ball already over on the far side.
and they've got the outside right back who maybe if they can get some numbers forward on that weak side, it would be helpful.
So Sanchez gets set up here.
White holding the top of the 18.
Ooh, misplayed there. Headed forward and outside by Head.
She wanted it too. I love the enthusiasm for a match like this.
Yeah. And the platoon substitution is going to happen here again.
Up over the boards, here they come.
So for the younger players out there who maybe weren't able to attend this camp, what are one or two tips that you would, you say you work with the U11 group.
Right, yeah.
What are one or two things that you would suggest that they really concentrate on to improve their game?
Yeah, got to get comfortable with the ball. And you don't need 11 versus 11. You need yourself a ball and a small space just to work in, whether it's a basement, what you would possibly have up in this neck of the woods, or a little patch of grass in the backyard. Just getting comfortable with the ball, the juggling and everything like that, Corver moves and such. Just the opportunity where you're comfortable with the ball, where you're trying to master the ball. That's one of the 4 pillars technique that that coaches are looking for. And there's some things you can't work on by yourself, your decision making and things like that. But if you get comfortable on the ball, and that falls back on the players' shoulders. Coaches can show you at training things that you can work on, but then you need to go with you and the ball, and if you're going to get to the next level as a player.
Broken up once again by the blue team. So Fitzgerald on that one, trying to get that one out to Paramore. She'll track that down.
Ah, she caught that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Yeah, you mentioned the juggling the ball, those kind of things, and that's something when I was a teenager playing in high school. Something that really did improve my game was just spending half hour, 45 minutes a day just doing nothing but juggling the ball.
Yeah, no, it really
in the
does.
backyard,
Yeah,
and
really
you're
does.
absolutely right. It really does
a
help.
nice through ball.
Yeah. And that'll be defended once again by the blue team here. White continuing to put pressure on, though. Oh, nice. Good read there to be able to get that ball back. DeMille.
Got a little distracted as some nice bald eagles flying around the field right now. We don't see this in Florida all the time. We do have a couple on our campus in Pensacola.
Do you?
Actually, but not nearly as many. It's just, it makes you proud to be an American up this way.
I'll tell you what, if you had any extra time, I would recommend that you go down to Homer if you really want to see the bald eagles.
Yeah, that'd be. We took a drive down towards Seward and saw several along the waterway there.
Good.
Saw a porcupine yesterday heading up to Flat Top.
Yeah. Yeah, my dog had a little meeting with a porcupine just a couple of weeks ago, and
there were several
right
dogs
outside of our house.
Several dogs on the trail that the owners got their leashes out quickly and got the dogs on the leashes.
Well, good, because they it cost about $500 up here to have the quills taken out of your dog. We found out.
See. And a lot of people don't see porcupine, I hear, all the time. Everyone sees moose. I haven't seen a moose.
Oh,
I've been up here 6 days, and they tell me there's moose up here. I don't know. I'm starting to.
I've got a nice video on my phone then to show you of, that I took yesterday morning. Oh.
Good opportunity. I think they're out here
nice
because of the things they leave behind are around these soccer fields, but I haven't quite seen any actual moose, and they keep telling me I will.
Right. Well, they are definitely out there, that's for sure. Yeah, and this time of year, if you see them, you definitely want to give them their space because they're having the young ones now, and they're pretty protective.
Yep.
We don't need you making any headlines before you go back to Florida.
that Florida guy. That and porcupine.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, little contact out there.
Oh, nice. Keeps it in bounds down the line. Trying to push the ball past.
Oh, nice move there. A nice little burst of speed.
If they can get more numbers forward, the blue, if they can get that midfield up a little bit more. Game got stretched there a little bit. Good possession ball again.
Let's say they're back outside now to Paramore.
Yeah, they've had some good success out there. Like you said, they've won quite a few corners over there.
Yeah, and they can get another one here. When I was playing goalkeeper in high school, you're talking about just those little things you can do by yourself. I constantly had a ball with me, no matter where I went, and would just toss it back and forth, with my hands just to get the touch for it or the feel for it.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
It's just little things like that players can do.
Oh, nice little volley. Keeper comes up strong.
Yeah. Good idea there, flicking it forward. Jamie Martin.
Michelle Akers from the Northwest, one of the best women's players of all time. It was her a ball in a racquetball court. And she had one of the most powerful shots, and so she would spend hours in the racquetball court working on passing, receiving, turning, striking the ball. And if it was good enough for her, it should be good enough for a lot of these youngsters. They
Yep.
have to spend the time on the ball. There's no substitute.
Well, that's a very good player to model your game after,
Yes.
that's for sure.
Yes. A little through ball.
Davidson in there.
Yeah, Aislinn Olsen, they're doing well on the defensive end there in the center part of the park.
The white team will keep possession of this one here.
A shot from distance.
Able to keep it down. You know, that's one thing I noticed when we were out doing the regional games. A lot of players stretching for the ball an awful lot, not getting their knee over the top of
Yep.
it to be able to drive that thing down.
Comes down to that plant foot next to the ball. When they reach for the ball, yeah, the ball ends up having a tendency to go high over the bar. It's getting a little physical out there.
Yep. Players
Yeah.
are getting the sense times running out,
Yeah.
so they're trying to create that goal.
Yeah.
Nice move there by Porter. Cut it back. She can just get that one more touch on it, but no, it's going to be broken up by Wheeler.
Again, it's hard on the turf. The ball has a tendency to just get away from you just a little bit. And if you can master that, it's fantastic.
Oh, nice. Gonna put that one there outside.
You know, and again, when you get comfortable on the ball, you're working on your right foot and your left foot. You know, so you don't have to chop a ball back and only play it to one of the one of your feet.
Right.
Oh, nice little belt around.
That's Wheeler there. Gonna try to get back in now. Cleared away. Jamie Martin with it, and then Wheeler's gonna poke it back. That'll be a goal kick for us. Just a little hard off the foot there for Davidson.
I gotta get the ball back on the ground. Try to keep it a little bit better now. Good battle.
Yeah.
The Campers really got after it this week. You know, in a good way, in a hard way. They worked hard every session, and if they knocked somebody down, they picked them up. But they didn't back down.
Davidson leaves it back for Wheeler once again. Trying to get it back out to Davidson.
There you go. Look up and find someone's feet. Oh, drop and spin. Yeah, worked a little bit on that earlier in the week. You got some width. They can find the wide players. Oh.
Paramore now with it. Oh, she's got somebody out there on the right begging for the ball.
Yeah, yep. Maybe
A
just
little late.
Yeah, she's
I think
gonna
that's
get to
Redgrave
it.
out
She's
there.
gonna get to it.
Oh!
Top of the crossbar, possibly. Blue needs to push up to keep the ball down on this area end. Schaefer coming across to try to lock it in.
White will get it back up here to Davidson. Good job there by Paramore to chase down, put some pressure on from her position there. Porter now with it. Paramore on the deck. And back comes White. Head up there, going to try to get one through to Davidson now.
Foot race both. That's nice pace coming back from the recovering defender. Haley Perry recovering, it looks like.
Ooh, a little tough there on the pass.
Yeah.
She'd like to have that one back.
She's going to have a chance to get it back now.
I'd say they're good job there instead of just, you know, a lot of players would just crank that ball down the field. But
right, Redgraves she's been wanting that ball out on that flank for a little while. She's shown well out there. Kind of maybe switch the fields a little.
Gonna give back Try to get it outside of Laporte out there. Going through one more time to Paramore over on the right. Blue is loving attacking on the right side this game.
Yeah. I got to get that ball crossed in a better opportunity.
And substitution going to be made, a couple for each team here. We start to wind down to the final minutes of this one.
Garb carrying the ball forward.
Oop. It's one of those hops she wasn't quite ready for on this turf.
Yep. It's important to keep the ball on the ground without the bounce, even keepers and field players. A lot of times we stress it with the field players to keep the ball on the ground. With the keeper, sometimes in distribution, we've got to make sure when they roll the ball that they don't have that hop.
Good idea there to leave that one off for Scott.
Just that final touch in the final third. Looking inside. To split, one touch, two touch. Yes, if we can keep that ball moving, two touch football there, that's good. Keep the ball moving. Little step over action there. Castler carry, doing well over here on the right outside back.
Get touched out there by Schaefer.
She's been involved in a lot of the match Schaefer has. The winning coach gets a couple $1,000 bonus.
Is that right?
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something going on.
Yeah, I think they'd be a little more animated if there was something like that going on.
I'm sure there's something going on between the two, though, internally.
There usually is.
Yes. I can't say anything.
Right.
I might have some inside information.
Yeah.
I'll be quiet on.
All we know is somebody may be getting a free dinner.
There you go.
That would be my guess, but I don't know.
Seems that neither of them want it, so they're just going to end in a tie, possibly.
Yeah. Porter has got the ball, going to get it up to
there
Paramore.
We go. If she can go, that's the.
Maybe just a little early. Would have been a little wiser, maybe just to drop that back to head.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's easy to make those calls when you can see the whole field when you're up here at this vantage point and not in the heat of the game.
And we haven't been running a lot today.
Yeah, exactly.
I will continue to sit down and relax after flat top yesterday.
Yeah.
Always hear about the bear attack, and everyone, you know, when they're joggers and everything like so. I've resigned not to jog when I'm here in Alaska.
Yeah, it's gotta watch yourself. Friend of mine was actually attacked by a bear 2 years ago out on a hunting trip.
Wow. Here we go down the left flank. Oh, left-footed ball.
Nice ball into Paramore. That's it.
A nice in-swing and left-footed ball. Oh, wow.
Alyssa Paramore scoring the game's first goal.
That's exciting. That's great that the way they celebrated. They might need a trainer out there now.
Yeah, exactly. Her and Head had a little tough meeting there.
That was one of the tougher tackles out there today.
Yeah.
After the goal.
So the blue team jumps out to the 1-0 advantage here off the goal by Paramore. And that'll put a little pep in her step as she tries to get back there. Porter now on the outside, keeping possession of it. Looks like that was Goff out there, but now Porter back with the ball. Give it to Schaefer. Giving it back to Head. Back outside to Paramore. Now Head's got it. That may be a little too far even for Paramore to track down. But the blue team certainly comfortable attacking on the right side, as we mentioned earlier.
And then their goal came from the left.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good to switch. And that, again, that's one of the things. It's good to switch fields and not become a little predictable out there.
Mm-hmm. Schaefer with the takeaway there.
It's hard to tell, but might be number 5, Avery Parker, with that left-footed ball out there. And
that is the end of the game on a late goal by Alyssa Paramore, lifting the blue team to the victory here at the Alaska Airlines College ID Camp Showcase for the Silver Flight. Be sure you stick around, and you can also look up more games here. We're going to have the boys game coming up here shortly that we'll be broadcasting, and then also we'll have the gold games coming up a little bit for you a little bit later. Joe, any final thoughts before we wrap this one up?
No, just a great day, great opportunity for these young ladies to get out here and play at this beautiful facility and use the things that the college coaches worked on this week.
Well, once again, we'd like to say thank you to all the sponsors for making this possible, and hope you'll join us next time as we go ahead and say goodbye from Anchorage, Alaska.